All right, stop scrolling for just a second. I want you to imagine something. It's 2026, and regular people are making real money while they sleep. And no, this isn't some fantasy. This is passive income, and it's being powered by AI systems that work for you 24/7. So, in this explainer, we're going to break down the playbook. We're looking at the top 5 AI passive income strategies for 2026, and you're definitely going to want to stick around for the last one. Trust me, it's the real game changer.
So, you might be asking, how is this even possible? Well, the crazy thing is, the tools are already here. They're out there, right now, letting people build income streams that have nothing to do with a 9-to-5 grind. But, and this is a big but, to actually succeed, you've got to wrap your head around the massive shift AI is causing. It's not just about doing things faster, it's about doing things smarter.
Okay, so the most important thing to get is this spectrum right here. On one side, you've got what we call active income. This is where you're using AI to, work faster. Maybe you're cranking out 4 articles in the time it used to take you to write just one. That's great. Your output per hour is way up. But here's the catch. If you stop working, the money stops coming in. Now on the other side, that's the real price, automated income. This is where you're not just a worker, you're an architect. You're building systems that run themselves with barely any help from you. See the difference? It's not about working faster. It's about building an engine that works for you.
All right, with that foundation laid, let's dive into our first couple of ideas. These are all about using AI to build up a library of content assets that can basically pay you on repeat.
So, coming in at number 5, we've got one of the easiest ways to get started, AI-powered content writing.
Yeah, this is a really fantastic entry point for a lot of people. I mean, you can use AI tools, think Claude, ChatGPT, you name it, to produce some seriously high-quality articles. Now, the active income move, that's selling them directly to clients. Easy money. But the passive move, the one we're really interested in, is publishing them on your own blog or a platform like Medium. You see, you create that asset one time, and it can just sit there generating ad revenue or affiliate income for years. Pretty cool, right?
All right, let's level up. For number 4, we're moving from text to, well, what's probably the most powerful medium online today: video.
You've probably heard about this one. It's huge right now. AI YouTube automation. And the big appeal, the reason everyone's talking about it, is that you don't have to show your face. You don't even have to use your own voice. You get to be the creative director, the puppet master of a channel, using AI to whip up scripts, create a synthetic voiceover, and even put together the visuals for entire videos. All you have to do is upload consistently, and you can start earning from ads and sponsorships.
Okay, but let's get real for a second. The reason this whole model is blowing up isn't because of some magic button. It's all about efficiency. I mean, look at this quote from Vivid. The most successful channels have slashed their production time from like 4 hours down to under 30 minutes per video. Think about that. They've basically turned video creation into an assembly line, a super streamlined workflow. And that's what lets them publish the sheer volume you need to get the YouTube algorithm to pay attention.
And that brings us to the cost. Because yeah, the stuff isn't free. This chart here shows the kind of investment you're looking at. Vervid's analysis shows that even a budget-friendly stack of tools, say for a channel that just pumps out a ton of shorts, is going to run you about $47 a month. If you want a more mid-tier setup, maybe mixing in some longer videos, you're looking at closer to $78. The takeaway here is simple. This is a business, not a hobby. You've got to invest in the right tools if you actually want to compete.
Okay, let's shift gears for our next category. We're moving away from creating ongoing content like blogs or videos, and instead we're going to focus on building and selling individual digital assets.
And that brings us to number 3, a really creative and super popular strategy right now, selling AI-generated images. I mean, think about it. With tools like Midjourney or Ideogram, you can create these absolutely stunning, professional-looking pieces of art in just seconds. And then you've got a bunch of ways to sell them. You could offer them up as digital downloads on a site like Etsy, you could license them on stock photo sites, or, and this is a big one, you could upload them to print-on-demand services. They'll handle putting your art on t-shirts, mugs, posters, the whole shebang.
But here's the secret sauce. This is what separates the wannabes from the people actually making money. You can't just generate an image and dump it online. It doesn't work that way. The pros, they follow a playbook, kind of like this one from PrintKK. First, they upscale the art to a super high resolution. Then, they go in and meticulously clean up all the weird AI mistakes. You know, like those creepy 6-fingered hands? They'll adjust the colors and contrast to make it really pop. And finally, they save it in multiple formats. It's that human touch, that final polish that makes all the difference.
Okay, we're getting close. For our number 2 spot, we're going to shift our focus a little bit.
We're moving from creating the product to promoting it using AI-driven marketing.
Affiliate marketing, right? It's like the classic passive income model, but AI has come along and just put it on steroids. The whole idea is simple. You promote someone else's product, and when someone buys through your special link, you get a cut. Where AI changes the game is it can automate all the content creation, the blog posts, the social media updates, the video scripts, all the stuff that drives people to click your links.
But listen up, because this is where the game is totally changing for 2026. It's not just about optimizing for Google anymore. That's old news. According to Acceleration Partners, we are now living in the era of LLMO. That's large language model optimization. What does that mean? It means you're optimizing so that when someone asks Gemini or ChatGPT a question, it recommends your brand and your affiliate links. This is the new frontier of digital marketing, for sure.
All right, before we get to the #1 spot, we have to pump the brakes for a minute. This is a super important reality check. These next 2 points, they apply to everything we've talked about so far, and I'm telling you, if you ignore this, it's pretty much the fastest way to fail.
This quote right here from vidai.ai, it's literally everything. Platforms like YouTube, they could not care less if you used AI. What they care about is whether you added original value. If you're just spitting out generic AI content with zero thought, zero creativity, that's considered low effort and you will get demonetized. It's that simple. Your value, the thing that makes you money, comes from your unique ideas, your analysis, your creative direction, the judgment that only a human can bring to the table.
And the second giant hurdle is copyright. Seriously, this is the big one. According to Vervid, this is the #1 reason faceless channels get shut down. We're talking about using music you didn't license, or generating an image that accidentally looks like Mickey Mouse, or not even realizing that, hey, a lot of pure AI images can't even be copyrighted. These are the kinds of mistakes that can get your entire channel terminated overnight. You absolutely have to understand the terms of service for every single platform and tool you touch.
Okay, the moment we've been waiting for. The #1 most powerful AI passive income strategy for 2026. This is the one that brings everything else together. So the ultimate goal here, it's not about just using one AI tool. It's about building an entire AI automation system. Remember that automated income model we talked about at the very beginning? This is it. This is the holy grail. As the experts at Scalapa put it, this is where you become the architect of a whole system of tools. You have one AI writing the content, another one creating a video from it, a third one scheduling the post, and a fourth one analyzing all the data. You literally graduate from being just a creator to being a system designer.
But again, let's be real. This does not happen overnight. This timeline from Scalapa is a great gut check. It can take up to 6 months just to build the foundation. You might not see your first real dollar until somewhere between month 6 and 12. And to get to what you'd call meaningful income, that could take a year and a half. This is the long game, folks. It requires patience, and it absolutely requires a strategy.
So the big question is, how do you actually get there? Well, the smartest people in this space, they follow what's called the stacked model. You don't just jump into building a massive automated system from day one. No. First, you use AI to master active income. You offer services, you get that immediate cash flow coming in. Then you take that cash and that knowledge, and you start to layer in passive products, maybe some digital downloads or a course. And then finally, once you have a stable income and you've proven your expertise, you invest your profits into building those true automated systems. You see how that works? Each step funds and informs the next one. It's brilliant.
And that really brings us to the final and honestly the most important question of all. Look, in 2026, getting your hands on powerful AI tools, that's not the hard part. The tools are everywhere. The real question you have to ask yourself is this: do you have the patience? Do you have the knowledge? And most of all, do you have the strategy to build something that actually lasts?